Welcome back to the Nerd Bros podcast, episode 55, ladies and gentlemen.
55, chat. You know what 55 is?
Oh,
Your boy. Your boy.
hey,
Can't believe I can't believe I had that on deck, bro.
you'll be 55 in
Isn't that crazy?
29 years.
Hey man.
Less than 30
At least
years
I don't
away.
got at least I don't got 38 years. My math is so bad. 43. It's 43, chat. I don't know. I never said 38. It's 43. I I butchered that so bad.
Just a bit.
Yeah,
What,
it happens, chat.
well, what we're going to do, we're going to play like normal. We got news and rumors tonight. We're going to be reviewing The Ninth Jedi. We're going to be reviewing X-Men 97 Season 2's finale. And then we're going to talk D23. So, let's get into it. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for this opportunity again, Lord, that we have to just do a podcast and talk about things that we care about. Father, I praise you for this opportunity that we have, for this day that you've given us, for blessing us, and the many different things that you have, Lord, for keeping us safe and for keeping our families safe. I pray for everybody who's watching tonight, Lord. I pray that they'll just have a good time. I pray that they'll enjoy listening to the conversation. I pray that they'll comment down below their own thoughts. And I pray, Father, that most importantly, I pray that you help us all to live for you. And if we don't know you, Lord, I pray that you just continue to soften hearts and open up minds to you, bring people closer to you, Jesus, and help us all to glorify you with our lives and everything that we say, think, and do. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen, chat.
All right. Do you have any news and rumors?
It's not really a news and rumor, but I did have something to say that kind of fits into this category.
Okay.
So, did you see what happened to what they could see today in Spain?
No.
You did? Okay. So, since the announcement of Star Wars Eclipse chat, we got an actual solar eclipse. I just wanted to kind of crazy. We'll probably get 3 more before we get the game.
3? I'm thinking 10.
I'll compromise to 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. I don't think I had any like actual. Yeah.
we find out that only people in Spain they release it only in the countries that are going to see the solar eclipses. So like we have to wait till the next solar eclipse here.
It's weird how that works. To be honest, it is kind of crazy how one part of the world can see it and some can't. It's kind of nuts.
Well, think about it now. Like the other half of the world right now, it's morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, if we don't get that game, I'm going to be upset.
He's gonna have to get 2 new headsets.
Oh, by the way, I did actually have 2 news and rumors,
Mhm.
but I'm saving them for the D23 section.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So
It'll make sense.
Marvel Studios is reportedly developing 2 special presentations for 2027.
Ooh.
One will reportedly focus on a solo character, but the other is going to focus on a team. And it seems like we know which team it's going to be. And I don't think it's what you're thinking.
Teen Titans.
Oh man, if we got Teen Titans next year for DC, that'd revitalize some hope.
It would.
But no, this one is actually
No. You know what would revitalize hope? Getting the Batman Part 2 next October. That would fix everything.
we get it this October.
But see, then it'll be buns because it'll be half done.
Yep. No CGI or nothing. The Batcave's not even done.
I almost said the last thing I had that was half baked that was good was them cookies on Fridays at school.
And to clarify, chat, he is talking about lunchtime.
Yeah. Huh?
What? Moving on.
Why do I look so red? I'm curious.
Because we were not talking about lunchtime. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Episode 55
Oh.
starting off crazy. Um,
Yeah, it is.
Back to the project that's focused on a team. The team that's rumored, it's said to be a Heroes for Hire show or presentation. The Heroes for Hire was a comic book run, and it's Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Hmm.
Basically, it started in Luke Cage issue 50 back in the comics. Unless it was 51, 50, 51. But they started and basically they teamed up, but they would get hired out for their work. People would come pay them for a job and they go do their job. So, but we're going to see more of the street level dynamic. Jessica Jones is said to be in the show as well. So we'll see what happens with that.
Interesting. Now that you just brought that up, I did actually have one I kind of wanted to bring up on the pod.
Yeah.
Um, Chat, if you guys don't know, I know Evan and I both know. They're releasing a 5-part comic series that is merging Star Wars and Marvel. How do you feel about that?
It's weird.
Yeah,
I know it's
it
taking
is.
place in Earth 616, so it's in the Marvel universe. Um,
Mm-hmm.
which I think that makes more sense specifically for taking place in our universe just because like the whole multiversal stuff. And I think it'd be weirder if you put the Marvel characters in the Star Wars universe.
So what I saw said that in this, so because of some problem that one of the characters in Marvel causes, A New Hope takes place in 616. So I'm interested to see how they do that and see what they're yeah.
We find out the Death Star is what causes incursions.
Wouldn't that be insane?
I wonder what characters they're going to draw too, because it's like obviously it's going to be like a New Hope, but Marvelified. So it's like, are we still going to have like all of the same characters, or is there going to be like like Captain America takes Luke's place? I don't know what's going to happen. That's going to be kind of crazy.
Oh, no, it's not like that. It's they end up teaming up. So like
Interesting.
what I saw was saying Vader, Doom, and Thanos. That is, I'm gonna be honest. That I don't know
Nobody
how
is
they lose.
winning against them.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how they lose. But yeah, we'll have to see. I think when that series comes out, we're gonna have to get those and read those and talk about it on the pod because that'll be kind of interesting.
That is crazy.
Hmm.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, after the D23 news kind of dies down, we're gonna have a little bit of a gap between stuff. So maybe Trey and I will bring back some comic reviews.
Yeah, and maybe some other segments if you guys have any ideas.
Any
Let us
old
know.
segment, any new segment, whatever you want us to do. Maybe we'll bring back some Force impressions for Trey to do.
This dude.
Dude, I was telling a client about that the other day. They were dying laughing.
Yeah.
That's what
Wait, who? Huh?
I was telling my clients about it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you played it for somebody. I was like, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Put it on at the gym. Put it on their TVs.
Fair enough.
I went
Fair
to
enough.
I went to the movies with my mom. It was one of the previews.
Hey, you know what? That would be kind of sick.
Dude, I would die laughing. People are like, "What
Yeah.
the heck is this?"
Yeah.
Um, so this next one, ah, I'm actually going to take two of these and I'm going to hold off at the D23 section. I think it's going to fit better there. So we'll move
Okay.
on from that. So I only have two more news and rumors. Um,
Okay.
the next one is pretty cool and I think you'll enjoy. They're saying right now the Defenders, like all four of them, the Punisher, and Scarlet Witch are all going to have massive roles in Secret Wars.
Whoa. Daredevil?
Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and the Punisher.
So Daredevil's going to be in Secret Wars.
That's what I'm hearing. Charlie Cox will deny it as much as possible. I definitely don't think any of them are in Doomsday. But what I could see happening I could see Battleworld having, like, basically a section, like a region that's New York, and them basically
Hmm.
defending that area of Battleworld from Doom's, like, servants. I
Interesting.
could see that happening. Or maybe they're part of, like, the
Okay.
rescue squad who's rescuing heroes who have been, like, taken or brainwashed.
Interesting. Okay.
But the Scarlet Witch
I
is
like
gonna be a
that.
big, big piece. She's supposed to be uh, I don't know if she's the reason that Doctor Doom is able to create Battleworld, but that's still a big theory, and the younger heroes are said to be going out to find her in the movie.
The more I've thought about it, I actually would love the Scarlet Witch to be a big part of the X Men, the mutant saga.
Do you want a rebooted version of her with a new actress, or do you want Elizabeth Olsen?
I feel like you'd have to, unfortunately. I would prefer Elizabeth Olsen, but I don't think because you can't have her with a guy playing Magneto that's younger or the same age. That doesn't really
True,
make.
true. That would be odd. See, I would really like to see if they brought back Michael Fassbender, him play her dad,
Hmm.
because I think Ian McKellen is still he'd be too old to be her dad,
Not really.
because she's like her character's like in her 30s, and Ian McKellen's like in his
Yeah.
70s or 80s.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of
Grant
yeah.
Panito.
Yeah. Rampnito's great.
But um, there has been some more stuff about Doomsday coming out too. Um, they showed some pictures of the day, and it was more of those like Latverian witches that we saw at San Diego Comic Con. They showed the three of
Hmm.
them, but then they showed this other guy, and it's a guy sorcerer masked, and his mask it's similar to Doom's, but then there's a slot right here for a third eye, so it looks like it's gonna be strange.
Hmm. Okay.
Um,
So has he not been confirmed to be in the movie?
nope, not yet, but he's definitely gonna be. He's gonna be part of Doctor Doom's team.
He 100% is going.
Thing is, too, there's been like a concept art uh leaked forever ago, and I don't know if they're still gonna end up using it or not. But it's showing like Doctor Doom's castle, and it looks like there's this glowing orb like in this chamber. For the longest time, people said, "Oh, that's just like the chaos magic of the Scarlet Witch." I read the other day somebody was talking about that concept art, and they're like, "This art is going to be used in a different way. Instead of the Scarlet Witch's like source of power being put in there, they're saying Doctor Doom is going to rip out Loki's heart and put it in the middle of this room."
What the freak?
Yeah, dude. So I don't know if that's
How
gonna happen.
ruthless do we think he's going to be?
I have to be really careful with what I'm about to say because I don't want to get like flagged on YouTube. And this has been talked about for a long, long time. Okay. What men and women have children, right?
Hmm.
So, yep. So, child in the movie, and they're saying that there is a scene in this movie that involves Doctor Doom. Um,
Child of a certain
I don't know.
baseball cap?
I don't know if it's going to be his or not. However, something that Doctor Doom will end up doing in the movie, I guess, will make this child no longer be in the film.
Dang.
That's how
You know
ruthless.
what would be really cool? I would actually like to see the Thanos comic thing
Ooh, I can.
where he pulls his skeleton out.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Because you know I'm a Thanos guy. But like that would be interesting.
I believe it was last year. There was some different light show that they had by promoting Doomsday, and in the light show, they showed Doom ripping out Thanos's spine. But that was for Doomsday.
Imagine that's the beginning of the movie.
The scene that we got to be careful talking about, that happening in the movie, that's gonna be crazy because, dude, not even Michael Myers did that in the movie that he was in, like one of the most recent ones. Everybody thought it was gonna happen, it didn't happen, and they just walked past. but Doom's gonna do
Yeah.
that.
Jeez.
So, gonna be crazy.
Wait. Oh, you weren't worried about getting flagged for by Disney. You were worried about like, okay,
Yeah, like this getting a
saying so,
strike.
okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's not okay to talk about. Um,
No.
so yeah, but yeah, so ripping out skeletons in Loki's heart, fine.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
and then the final
That's
news and rumor I
insane.
have, and you probably will like this. They're saying that Namor is expected to return in Black Panther 3.
Really?
Yep, and so is like Talokan and like the Underwater Kingdom.
So Namor's not gonna die in Doomsday.
Or Secret Wars is what I'm hearing.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I'm with it.
I
I'm with
honestly
it.
think that his character dying this early after only having him for one movie, it would be somewhat of a waste.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless they're just going to recast him. But I don't see why they would end up doing it.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
unless his this version of the character will die and they'll bring in a different version of Namor played by the same guy. Who knows what's going to happen. This is why the multiverse saga is ending because it's like it's it's too simple to bring people back.
Yeah, but the multiverse stuff is still cool.
It is, but it's like there's no stakes anymore. Oh, yeah, our Iron Man dies, bring in a new one.
I mean, look at how much we've loved X-Men now. They've been hopping like crazy.
Yes, but thing is crazy about that though. The X-Men have always had that time travel ability, like because like Bishop or like Cable and stuff like that. And it's never seemed like the multiverse. It hasn't been like, oh, but
Yeah.
now it's like I think now it's just kind of like normal because this is what we see all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. All
All right, you ready?
right, chat. So here's the thing, chat. This felt like a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you. I enjoyed the heck out of the Ninth Jedi. I think. How far did you get? Do you know?
I made it.
Because that didn't finish it,
I
chat.
made it over halfway.
Oh, okay. So you watched 5.
Over halfway.
So, chat. Spoiler warning. With that in mind, what did you think of 4? The one that ruined my night.
Dude, I was really, really upset watching Juro die.
Yeah, bro. That's how I felt. Yeah. So, chat. What happened was I was watching it when I went to bed one night, and I had it on, and I fell asleep, and I wake up to a scream from Kara yelling because Juro died, and I was angry that just got spoiled for me because I fell asleep. Yeah, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate.
That was a really good episode, though.
It was, bro.
Oh my goodness. I will say,
It was.
I think Nawam was my favorite character that I got to see.
No, I wasn't. He was an incredible new character. Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
incredible.
really like his story. I like how you get to see his backstory when he was young and what he witnessed is what forged him to do this. But he had like this false perspective of who Jima actually was. And so he's
Hmm.
based his entire life and everything that he's done on a lie,
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
thinks it's the truth. And he's a really cool character.
He actually was. He actually was. What did you think of the purified sabers?
Those were sick. Um,
Dude, I loved them.
I that's one of the things I wrote down. I was very, very just interested in the fact that we had lightsabers that changed based off of like your feelings
Yeah.
and like your
You
heart.
say you were interested or disinterested?
Interested. Like I thought it was really,
Oh yeah,
really cool. Cause
it was fresh.
like I was thinking about like the Star Wars like canon. And I was thinking about like a character who I feel like if their lightsaber was going to change like that, it would absolutely be Qui-Gon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah,
Absolutely Qui-Gon.
yeah. The acolyte somewhat played on that a little bit, but theirs was a little different because it was her actively um bleeding the crystal that turned it red. This was it can change back and forth, which I found very interesting.
Because like
Um,
like you even see it with Kara, and like hers going from green to red, correct?
yeah.
Like, dude,
You didn't get there, did you?
what?
Kara purifies hers too.
I didn't see. Yeah, I did not see that part. I
So
did see hers go red.
yeah, so she purifies hers and actually ends up going back, which is very cool. That last episode, I do think you need to finish it because that last episode's actually really
I'm planning on finishing
her
it.
character arc. Her character arc is incredible. Um, trying to think. Yeah, seeing Lajima's backstory was actually really cool.
That was
I had no
probably
idea.
one of my favorite parts.
100%. 100%. Um, I will ask, did you think in some ways Noam was kind of like Kylo?
I did. I'm not gonna lie. At first, because trying to piece it together, at first I was kind of under the impression that Nawam was going to be her dad.
Oh,
That's
really?
what I thought until you find out. No, he just really he's
Yeah.
falsely following him, and he's his master, quote unquote. Uh, I thought that was even cooler though. I'm happy that he didn't turn out to be her dad, and that Lajima was
Yeah.
this completely different character, and Nawam was his own thing.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I rewatched episodes 1 and 2, like the first two from Visions before I watched it.
Mm,
So I knew that that wasn't his dad cuz Noam's mentioned in the second episode from Visions.
I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
never
So
watched the second
I mean,
episode.
you didn't?
I've seen the first one, like from that season, but I never ended up watching the second one.
First one's way better. It is way better. But the nice thing about 2 was it set this up pretty good, which obviously was the good thing.
Something that blew my mind was finding out that Lajima, the voice actor, is Simu Liu,
Who's that again?
Shang-Chi.
What?
He's the voice actor for Lajima. And I was like, that's sick.
That's cool.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Um, I will say, I'm upset about Juro. It still stings. It still stings. Um, one thing that I do want, I would like some Funkos from this show, to be honest. I don't know if they've announced that or not. I think that would be really cool. Also, to be honest with you, bro, I think season two's coming, 100%, to be honest. I kind of want them to lean into anime a little more, to be honest.
I want to see more of the shows picked up. Like we've talked about it so much about seeing like um the Ronin.
The Ronin. Yep.
That'd be the one I'd want next. And then we've talked about the Elder.
100%.
Like that'd be sick. Getting a
The Ronin and
backstory,
the Elder.
getting
Yeah.
a prequel for the Elder would be cool. That's what I want for that. Like a
Oh, dude.
setup for that episode.
A prequel for the Elder would be awesome, bro.
I will say too, I actually really enjoyed because we talked about uh Jima's backstory, but I liked finding out the twist that they had with it because everyone thinks that he's just turned and he's bad, but you find out that Master Reno is the one who's actually doing all of it, and I was like, that's kind of crazy because everyone's like, oh yeah, he's good, but no, he's not.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy to see all that. Um, honestly, dude, I feel like Jima in this world is probably one of the most powerful. However, I think they're leaning into Kara end up being more powerful, to be honest.
I could see that. I will say
Yeah.
I don't think Kara is a bad character, but I found myself annoyed with her half of the time.
Really?
I did. She was not one of my favorites.
I I actually really liked Kara, to be honest.
Like,
I did.
these were my top characters. I put them I technically have 4. Um, number 1's Noam, love him. Number 2 is Jima. Number 3 was Juro, but the number 4, I really like Akagi.
Not Ethan? You don't like Ethan?
Ethan was cool. Ethan was cool. I don't dislike Ethan, but Akagi was just sick.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Enduro are my 1 and 2. Then probably Jima. Then probably Kara. And then I probably mm, yeah, I'd probably say Ethan. I actually do like Ethan, to be honest.
Oh,
It's such a weird name though. Like Ethan doesn't seem like he fits as a name
no.
in the show.
Like
That's literally an American name, bro.
like
Well,
Luke and
I
Leia. Like, that's probably, like, the closest we get because you have Padme or
Anakin,
Anakin, Obi-Wan.
Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
Yoda. I guess Mace is kind of.
That's an American weapon. Um. Um. Oh, man. But, yeah, Ethan just kinda was like it was kinda jarring. Like, who gives a Star Wars character the name Ethan?
So, Simu Leo, he was who?
Jima.
Can you imagine us going to a con to meet him and I get a Jima Funko signed? That'd be kind of. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'd be with it.
I would get a Shang-Chi and a Jima pop signed. I liked both the characters
Yeah,
that much.
yeah. I definitely think I like Jima more than Shang Chi, but I do like Shang Chi. So I mean,
I wrote this down. This actually might be a hot take.
okay.
So this is my hot take for the Ninth Jedi. I believe that the lightsaber duels are massively better in this show than the sequels. Massively.
I won't fully go there, but I did really enjoy them. Yeah, I did really enjoy.
And I think a big reason for it, these fights felt like they meant a lot more.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I think something that I just don't understand with the sequels fights is the choreography for those fights. Like, how do you I gotta get the original trilogy. It's old school. We didn't know what it was gonna be with lightsaber fights. But how do you have the prequel trilogy happen? And I get there's people saying, well, it's the time when the Jedi are in their peak and they're training and all this stuff. And Rey's not really a Jedi, like, or she's barely a Jedi, so she wouldn't know. But still, you have Kylo Ren, who's literally trained as a Sith. And you're telling me that he's gonna move at a snail's pace to fight somebody?
The only rebuttal I have to that is that it feels like the sequels were somewhat similar in style to the original trilogy. He was slower like Vader. He wasn't no Darth Maul. But I still think they could have done better. I'm not.
I just I was let down by the sequel choreography, but this wasn't like they weren't massively like crazy fights, but every single time there was a lightsaber fight, there was a purpose for it. It wasn't just, oh, we're gonna bring out the
Yeah.
lightsaber and fight. No, this was cool. I really liked it.
Okay, here's a fun question. Not show, but just lightsaber duels as a whole. Would you have which do you think is better? Ninth Jedi or Maul?
Ooh, Maul. But what's crazy about Maul kind of has the best of both. It has great choreography, but those fights also mean stuff. So that's why I think Maul is better.
I think I think Maul had mocap. I believe the Ninth Jedi was all animation. So that's kind of that's pretty good.
I get the Ninth Jedi too. I think it'll get, especially if this does well, it'll get a bigger production budget. I'd like to see some mocap.
Mm.
I don't know if you could.
I think the only problem with that though in anime is I feel like they can do more without mocap.
That's true. I was about to go there. It's like I think mocap with anime would look weird thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah. But mocap with Maul, I'm pretty sure it was mocap. But yeah, mocap with Maul is probably pretty perfect, especially because it's a very different style of animation.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Like honestly, I
Yeah,
wish that the Clone Wars and Rebels were mocap
I don't know if they were or not,
because if
but
those were mocap,
if they were, it was later seasons of Clone Wars. I think seven was. Now that I say that,
was Theory's movie mocap for 2?
no, but three's going to be
Okay. That's right. You talked about Nick Gillard coming in. Oh, dude,
Nick's playing Mace.
that is
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. Nick Gillard and TC Carson as Mace is insane. Like that's
But I will say, even with myself not being a massive anime fan, I did really like what I've watched so far of this, and I will finish it. This is something that I do want to accomplish and watch. It's not like some of the episodes of Visions where you just watch them, it's like, this is not it.
yeah.
Th-
I agree.
this is a
There
good
was
show.
there was episodes of Visions that I do believe season four of Visions is in the works. I think
Really?
so. Yeah, so we could end up getting something else to get a spinoff of, or they add on to Ronin again and then announce a new, a full show for Ronin. That would be cool.
We need some more Ronin. That was a very good episode. I honestly, I need to go back and rewatch that episode.
There, have you seen the second one from season three?
I don't think I ever got to season 3 because I was having a hard time with season 2.
Just skip it.
Season 2 was not very good.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do you this favor. Watch the Ronin episode of season three and watch the Ninth Jedi episode of season three.
Okay.
You don't even need the rest, to be honest.
I will say though,
Those are
you and I
the only ones
disagree about a specific episode.
of what?
I forget his name. It almost sounds like Obi-Wan, but it's not. But it's the
Is it Toby?
he's like the guy he was on like he's like the little creature. He was on that planet and his master
The one with
dies.
Santa Claus, bro. That episode was
Santa
dookie.
Claus? What are you talking about Santa?
The episode's so bad, bro.
Bro, that was a great episode. Like that was like a
I did
fun
not. I did not vibe with.
that was a
Hey,
fun
look.
episode.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. It was different. The one where they had Boba Fett on Tatooine and they were playing music.
That one sucked. Sorry.
I just, yeah, I. It didn't feel like
Like
Star Wars to me. I don't know.
I don't want to bash on people because I know they're trying to do different takes for Star Wars. They're being
Yeah,
creative with it. However, it's not Star Wars. But I can kind of see that angle because think about it. How many times have we seen like a band in Star Wars, especially like around like Tatooine and Huts? So I get that,
yeah,
but it's just not. It's not what people watch Star Wars for.
I agree. I do have a question.
Yes.
What if instead of giving us a full series on the Ronin, they gave us a video game?
Oh, absolutely. I'd buy it immediately.
Yeah, I'd play that, bro. Would you want it in black and white with red sabers and blasters and stuff?
What kind of game are we getting? Are we getting like a Battlefront open world game? Are we getting like an RPG? What are we getting?
I would imagine like a single player full like kind of like a Batman Arkham style, like just all about story.
Dude, if that was in black and white with red sabers and that was just that that might be my favorite Star Wars game ever made if it was like that, bro.
That would be sick, bro. It would.
That would be
I would
awesome.
vibe with that. I really would.
Oh, dude. We need to either we need to learn how to become like video game designers or we just need to email them with that idea because that is sick.
Yeah, I got a lot of ideas, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like with a lot of that stuff. But like personally, I do think they need to lean into anime a little more. Um, just do what they're doing with the Ninth Jedi. Maybe give us one season of anime a year. When the Ninth Jedi's done, go to something else. But give us a season of anime every year. I think that is, and I'm not necessarily incorporating visions. I'm talking about actual standalone stories.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that would be a great thing to do for them. And honestly, I would not hate if they started doing original manga. That
Oh,
would
really?
be that would be pretty cool. They've done adaptations. Like there's Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order manga.
Okay. That's pretty sick.
So I mean, I think if they did original stuff, that would be really cool.
Since you have watched the entirety of the show, what would you rate the show out of 10?
As a whole,
Yes, as a whole.
8.7.
Okay.
Yeah, 8.7. Yeah, I give it 8.7. It's hard to give it too much more. Well, see, I will say this: 8.7 is my Star Wars rating. I think if I'm not looking at this through the lens of a Star Wars fan, I'd probably go 9.1, to be honest. I enjoyed it more as an anime than I did as Star Wars, if that makes sense.
If you were watching, okay, I'm gonna pit, this is just gonna be random. If you were gonna pit this up against some other shows, I want you to tell me, would you rather watch this show or the other show that I'm gonna say? So would you rather watch The Ninth Jedi or Invincible?
Ooh, Invincible.
Invincible? Would you rather
Yeah,
watch The
yeah.
Ninth Jedi or Dragon Ball?
Which Dragon Ball Super, or are we talking like OG
Super. Let's go Super.
Super? Probably Super.
What about the OG?
Oh, I'm picking Ninth Jedi over OG.
Ninth
Uh,
Jedi,
OG's just it's a little slow,
Ninth.
and I've never seen Kai, so
I don't really know exactly all of them, but let's just go with like your favorite version of this: Ninth Jedi or Pokemon.
hmm. The only problem with it is comparing 8 episodes to a ton
That's true.
with a lot of these, but probably Pokemon
This one might be a dumb question, but I just got to ask it. Ninth Jedi or Star Wars Rebels?
Rebels.
Yeah. My last one I'll ask because it's going to kind of transition. Ninth Jedi or X Men 97?
Hmm. 97.
They're two very different shows.
Very different. I will say there is an anime that is my favorite that you didn't ask, and I will say,
Naruto?
yeah. Um, I don't think Ninth Jedi holds candle to Naruto, so I would pick Naruto. Um, but the Ninth Jedi is still good. I don't know who creates all of these, so I'm interested to know if it's the same team behind it. 'Cause this is not a normal Disney team. This is an actual anime studio. So,
Yeah. I
which is the right move. Don't let people that don't do anime make anime.
I 1000% agree with that because Disney is going to Disneyfy this in some way if they get their hands on it. And it's not going to feel the same. It's going to feel like a
Mhm.
Disney show that has anime characters.
Ooh, there is one thing I want to ask really quick before we switch.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the first time they've done this, but did you know that The Ninth Jedi released on Disney Plus and Hulu?
No.
It did. I don't know if Marvel's done that, but I don't think Star Wars has done that. But that was interesting.
I don't know if Marvel has done that with, like, some episodes of, like, Daredevil or Punisher or something like that. I don't know if that I'd have to look into that.
Yeah.
I get it, though, especially with them being, like, under the same umbrella now.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a little sense, I guess, when you put it that way, but I was a little taken by it. I was like,
Alright. Well, buddy, let's talk some X-Men '97. Um, we kind of mentioned this in brief, but I am very, very thankful that you let me know not to look at social media because full spoilers, ladies and gentlemen, because I think if I had seen that and then went and watched the episode, I would not have felt the way that I felt watching it because when I watched that episode, especially when we get to the end and we see Nightcrawler, unfortunately, die,
yeah.
that literally had me in tears.
Well, see, that's why when I text you, I was like, "Hey, stay off Twitter, and I'm not even gonna mention anything else about the episode at all." Like, not that I would have spoiled anything, but I didn't even want to be like, "Oh, you're gonna cry" or anything like that. I wanted you to have full, just go into it having zero clue what was about to happen because I had to be sure you stayed off Twitter because I knew you hadn't watched it yet.
I had
And
absolutely no idea what was gonna happen. My mind was on Gambit,
no,
so I had no idea anything.
I will ask. So before we obviously get into the big thing at the end and everything like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in shock when Cable pulled that trigger, bro. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
I
dude,
thought he did, bro. I thought he straight up murdered him, dude. I was like, dog,
dude.
what
Well,
just happened?
see, in my brain too, because they zoom out, so you just see his body laying there. And at first, I literally thought that like his face was gone. I thought he like blew his face off or something, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
My immediate thought was Rogue is going to kill Cable. Like
Mhm.
he's gonna be gone now too. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
I
But
will say, looking at it through Cable's lens, it made sense.
it did. Like
In his world, it made sense.
that is his whole purpose. He was raised
Yep.
to kill Apocalypse. And it's like he's going to do that at all costs. And I get it. One life in comparison to billions potentially. That's what he's looking at. And it's like
Yeah.
even though it's like someone who he's probably called it's been I would say an ally. I wouldn't necessarily say they're friends, but they're allies. And it's like you got to kill that person to make sure that the world survives. Um but I will say the whole like sequence leading up to that moment where he does actually shoot Gambit, dude, I loved every single fight scene that we got between who we got. Oh my gosh, dude.
My favorite was the Wolverine one with
Yes.
Psylocke.
Yes, bro.
Um, and I'll say too, that was cool seeing Doc Ock. I thought that was
Dude,
yeah.
I,
So is that a Doc Ock from something?
that Doc
Like
Ock is literally from Spider-Man the animated series from the 90s.
should I watch that one? Be
Um
honest.
I'm going to tell you this other than like the X-Men stuff that I've watched, especially like animated 97, that is my it's in my top 3 animated shows ever.
Ooh.
That is a phenomenal show, bro. Like, you'll love it too because they have Kingpin. They have pretty much every big Spider-Man storyline from the comics you could think of. It's in there. Like, you get the symbiote suit at some points. You get all of the villains. You get all of the different uh side characters. I think you would very much enjoy that show. I've watched it all the way through 3 times.
Wow. Okay. All right.
But yeah, and like the Spider-Man that Morph turned into earlier in the season is that Spider-Man too.
Hmm.
And we know that
Okay.
they're all in the same world because at the end of 97 and I think Spider-Man actually has an episode in the X-Men universe from that time. Oh, yes they do. I don't wanna go crazy into spoilers because 'cause you'll get to watch it for yourself. Dude, Spider-Man, there's like a 2 or 3 episode arc in that show. They adapt Secret Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really good, bro. But the X-Men are in that
This
universe
is
too.
this is really off topic, but it makes sense with what we're talking about. I saw a thing for news and rumors, and you didn't bring it up, and I totally forgot until now. There's rumors that Spider-Man's going to be very, very close with the X-Men in the Mutant Saga. Is that
I could see that being real.
yeah?
Especially because his
Well, especially
relationship
because of
with
this
Jean.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
His relationship with Jean is going to be important. I don't think they're gonna date like people have thought, but I think he's gonna be somewhat of a brother figure to her. Um,
Yeah.
and I think it's gonna be really, really good. Especially because Spider-Man kinda having the public on his side and him kinda going the bat for the X-Men, I think could be really, really big for them.
Oh, 100%.
Um,
Yeah, 100%.
but that Wolverine fight though, dude, it totally caught me off guard at first too because, like, I had no idea that Morph was Wolverine, and then you just see him jump off the
Mhm.
wall, bro, and Psylocke is sick, bro. Seeing her stab his brains, he's like, "Sorry, these brains have already been scrambled." It's like, "Oh my gosh,
Dude,
Wolverine's sick, bro."
Wolverine's sick. I do like Psylocke though. I ain't gonna lie, Psylocke is kind of cool. Who was fighting with her again?
That was Archangel,
Ah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
which
I I couldn't remember.
he used to be Angel, and he's the one who got you saw it in this
Yeah.
animated series where he got turned into the Archangel. Yep. Yeah.
Yep. 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 Yep.
He's one of the original 5 X-Men.
Oh wow.
Yep. He was with Scott, Jean, Beast, and Iceman.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
okay, I have to ask because I think I do have some negatives with this season
Ooh. Oh, for the season.
for the season. How do you feel about how the apocalypse storyline went for the entirety of the season?
In a way, I feel a little underwhelmed from where we were after the Magneto thing.
Yes.
I feel like that was the peak of the storyline for um in Salvador, to be honest.
It felt rushed.
Hmm. I didn't really think so, but
My
that's
biggest
fair.
my biggest thing with it is I liked his backstory. That felt like great pacing, getting all of the stuff with him, everything that happened in like in Egypt and stuff in the past. I think something that I didn't feel like really felt where it started feeling rushed is like after we see him kill Magneto, like you just mentioned, like the peak thing, we see him what 2 more times, and both of them were kind of just bringing Gambit to life. But then he's in Gambit's body. I get that it's still him, but I wanted to see a little bit more. I don't think we got enough of him, and it felt like we got to the Gambit storyline, and that was done in 2 episodes, even though it got teased in one before it, and I don't think we had enough of Gambit actually being possessed by Apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, I mean that makes sense actually when you put it that way. Um how did you feel, dude? I've seen a lot of people crapping on it today. How did you feel about the look of Gambit when he was Apocalypse? That,
Oh,
that
where, like,
episode.
he got all big and stuff, and he kinda it was weird. It wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it. I didn't think it I thought it looked kinda
Yeah.
goofy. Um I very much would have rather seen him look how he did as, like, the Horseman of Death. Um, I wish we woulda saw him like that, but with Apocalypse's abilities to change his size. That would've been kinda cool.
That would have been sick. Yeah,
Because
that would have been sick.
him kinda getting the features of Apocalypse and his outfit looking more like Apocalypse, I'm like, "That just looks goofy." I'm like because he's supposed to be inhabiting Gambit, not him, like,
Yeah.
transforming into Apocalypse just with Gambit's body. It's like, if that's gonna happen, why don't you just keep your own body?
Yeah. Now really quick. this is on topic, but a little slight off topic. I saw a tweet the other day where this guy said, so somebody had tweeted and said that the X Men is going to get or would get throttled by the Avengers. And somebody commented or tweeted and was like, this just proves that you guys, or most of you, are not Marvel fans, you're MCU fans. Because the Avengers are a C tier team. How do you feel about that?
My response to that is it just depends who's on the roster.
Mm.
Because
OG6 from 2012?
if okay, so if we get the OG6 from 2012, who's on our X-Men team?
Yeah, fair. Fair.
Because the thing is, too, looking at the OG6 from 2012, that's not even the peak version of them.
What is? If you had to pick the best six Avengers, give me a six Avenger versus six X-Men team that you think would be a phenomenal fight. Phenomenal movie, everything.
Ooh, if we're going to the Avengers, obviously you have to have Thor. Thor is a
Mhm.
must. Um, now,
I feel like you gotta have Hawk.
I'm about to say, am I just maxing out the most powerful people? Or am I like actually going for like a team, not just like godlike? Because if we're talking about that, it'd be like Thor, Scarlet Witch, the Sentry, Doctor Strange. Like, if we're going there, that's crazy. Um, if we're in a well-rounded team, I'll go back and forth for each. If we're going leader of the team, obviously we have Cap for the Avengers, we have Cyclops for the X-Men. Um,
Yeah.
then we have, I'm gonna put them as like the god slash goddess. You have Thor and you have Storm. Um, let's see. Yeah, you definitely do gotta have the Hulk. Well, you know what? We are
I
just
almost feel like I almost feel like the weak two are Black Widow and Flint, to be honest.
yes. My thing is too though. Like you're talking about Jean Grey, who's a telepath. You're talking about Storm, who literally Storm could literally take out almost all of them. So yeah, let's just go. Let's go. Cyclops, Jean, Beast, Storm, and then we'll go Rogue and what Gambit or you want Wolverine?
I mean, I would say Wolverine, but either
Yeah,
one. I mean,
we'll go Wolverine. We'll just go with those six. If I'm looking at that team compared to Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, and then Hawkeye and Black Widow, I'm probably taking the X Men
yeah.
because
Now, now, what if you switched out? Let's see. Switch out Flint for Spider Man,
ooh,
and
you put out like you could take out Black Widow for like Vision.
you could take her out for Black Panther.
Yeah, dude, like Black Panther. You could. The thing is, though, listen, Black Widow is phenomenal at what she does. And that's the thing, too. The MCU has not portrayed Black Widow or Hawkeye as they should be. Hawkeye literally
Mm,
will not miss a thing. It does not matter. Like, he is the world's greatest at what he does.
mm,
And
mm.
I think the MCU has done a very good job at making them feel underwhelming. But that was kind of their own fault too, because they didn't give us them in their own films leading up to it. Now I get it. People probably aren't going to go see a Hawkeye movie just in the beginning. However, like now it's like, oh yeah, I would have actually liked to have seen a movie for all of them. And because even the Thor, where he debuted, he was still cool. But like, yeah, dude, I think almost any way you spin it, the X Men are coming out on top. Like, you're gonna have a really, really hard time taking down Storm, taking down Wolverine. Wolverine's not gonna go down.
Yeah. Now, somewhat on the same topic, would you like for Marvel animation to have to bring back Avengers in the 90s in this same style
What I loved about
and Spider-Man?
what I loved about um X-Men 97 season 1's finale, they tease every character in the Marvel universe. So they could do it.
Yeah.
Like they teased that Spider-Man. They tease Avengers characters and like supernatural characters and like street level. So they have a whole universe and I think that they should do it. Um I think it could be really really good for Marvel as a company because their animation is great. Um
Yeah.
and I think that that would be the route to go if you are going to create a different universe and stuff. Make the animated universe a thing because I think fans would eat it up.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%, bro. Yeah, I think it could be great. You could even do standalone shows, bro.
Oh,
Kind of like
absolutely,
you do with the MCU. You could have Hawk as his own thing, and you could adapt some of those cool storylines that we haven't gotten. I
dude.
mean, there's so much you could do with it, bro.
The animated universe of Marvel would be peak. Like,
I would love a full Wolverine show, like
absolutely, dude.
in set in this timeline, not because I know there is some. There's Wolverine and X Men or something, and
Yeah, and
but I like that timeline. I think I've connected with that timeline more than the rest of them, so it's kind of like that's why I want to watch Spider Man. So
I will say they're gonna have a really difficult time topping the Avengers. Because uh there's a specific version of the Avengers that was an animated show that came out. It was called Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and that is also in my top 3 for greatest animated shows of all time because that show was phenomenal, and it
okay.
it was doing great. They gave it 2 seasons, and then they decided they wanted to have an animated universe that was like it was based after the MCU, so like that style and everything. So they canceled Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which was doing great, and then they created this new. It was called Avengers Assemble, and it didn't do bad, but it didn't do good either. And a lot of fans were mad because of what they just canceled.
So it was good.
Oh, it was so good, dude. Like I watched it. It's got one of the greatest theme songs in the entirety of like superhero animation. It was so good, dude.
Fair enough. So let's dive in real quick to the ending of that. How did you truly feel
Oh,
with all of the Nightcrawler stuff?
bro, I'm sitting here and from the moment we see Gambit come back and like, Rogue goes and talks to him, she kisses him. I was waiting, like expectant because I like Rogue a lot too. Rogue and Gambit are really, really like they're my favorite character in my favorite characters. And I was waiting for Rogue to die. So I was mentally trying to prepare myself because I'm like, I don't want Rogue to die. I want her and Gambit to, finally get to be together. And I'm waiting for it, and it doesn't happen. And I'm like, what's going on? And then when you see Hank holding Kurt's Bible, oh, bro, it started to hit me, and
Mm-hmm.
immediately I started feeling the tears. I'm like, oh no. And then you
Yeah.
see Kurt. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and his perspective on the whole thing was so good though because he's talking about he says they'll probably grieve and he's just talk but he was so focused on like them getting to live out the lives that like they wanted. Man, I'm about to tear up talking about it now. This sucks.
Yeah.
I'm so upset.
I found it beautiful that Disney put out a project where we see a couple sitting there reading the Bible together. I think that was beautiful. I It wasn't something I was expecting, and I think they did it very well. I was pleased.
Oh,
I was, even though he was your number one character, wasn't he?
I love Nightcrawler.
That is. I told Dad, I was like, bro, Evan's gonna be so mad. He goes, why? I'm like, because his favorite character in the X-Men died, and he hasn't watched it yet.
Dude, I straight up
uh,
cried because even his very last line, because the dude's like, well, he's like, well, how are you so sure like this is gonna happen? And he's like, because I have faith. And I'm like,
yep,
oh my gosh. Thing is,
yep.
I will say this: can they bring him back? Absolutely. I could see it happening. So, is this the last we will ever see of Nightcrawler? Probably not. However, this moment, oh my gosh, dude. Like, this season had a lot of jaw-dropping moments. I don't think there's been any other moment that I've wanted to cry during. Even Magneto. Magneto was a jaw-dropping moment,
Yeah, I
but
was. Yeah,
and I was upset, but I was like, I didn't wanna cry. Nightcrawler doing
bro.
what he did. Oh,
I teared up for Nightcrawler, bro. And I've only really been into X-Men for a few months, so it's kind of like, yeah,
yeah. It's not too often projects can, like, emotionally wreck me, and this one did it, and I'm like, "That sucks."
yeah.
So,
I saw
it
your post on, I think it was Instagram. I was like, yeah, let's do this.
ah,
He's upset.
well, as soon as I finished it, I texted you. As soon
Yeah.
as I got done, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta text Trey." Oh,
I
that was
knew when you finished. Oh, okay. So, how did you feel about the post credit?
I
What do we
wasn't
think's?
I wasn't as shocked. Big reason being, somebody kinda started teasing that last week, and they're like because the way she was standing in the shadows is like a shot for shot frame of something Mystique has done in the past. Um,
Oh, so we think she's been Mystique.
she's been Mystique. I th
She's been Mystique, and she's not now Mystique.
Yeah,
Oh,
I could see that unless this is just her doing it now. That might have just been, like, kind of a tease for Mystique in the past, and then "Oh, this is when it actually happens." However, there was a really cool Easter egg.
oh,
On that file, and it showed all the affiliations of who Mystique's affiliated with, Jennifer Lawrence, Rebecca Ramjan, and, like,
yeah,
everybody who's played her. I'm like, "That's kinda cool."
yeah. I did think that was cool. I did think that was cool.
This is
Mystique
going
is a interesting character.
Oh, absolutely. This is setting up next season, though, because they've already confirmed that in
Yeah.
season 3, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants are gonna be there.
How do you feel about the that I can't remember his name. Is it Creed
Ah, yeah.
becoming president?
That's not gonna be good.
Crazy. No.
That's it's not gonna be good for the X-Men. Um,
And his brother just sacrificed himself, and now he's gonna still. That's insane.
and he has no care in the world. Ah, dude, it's so
No.
stupid. Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
dude, I will say, I think overall as a season, I liked season 1 better,
Yeah. That's fair.
but season 2 is still pretty up there. I never felt like there was a filler episode in season 1. There was maybe 1, kind of 2-ish in this season, but
Yeah. The Wolverine episode was probably filler,
that one
unfortunately.
felt filler. I understand the Danger episode, and it was cool. I didn't dislike it, but them going back to Genosha was setting up kinda Gambit. I get it, but that one was kinda like, "This feels like a side quest."
Yeah. Yeah. I would probably agree with that.
Um,
What would you give the season?
the season 1, I gave a 10 out of 10. Um, I really like season 2. I wanna watch it in this collective, like, just all of it together. I will say I probably give season 2 I still think it's some of the best animation, some of the best television that's out there. Um, I'll give season 2 a 9.6.
Okay. I was gonna say 9 too. So yeah.
I'm higher on it. What's crazy is, like,
Yeah.
my rating, I give a 9.6 for Spider-Man. I don't view Spider-Man: Brand New Day and X-Men '97 in the same category.
Yeah. That's kind of how I've been trying to learn that with my ratings. That's kind of why I said what I said about the Ninth Jedi, about how as if I'm looking at it through the lens of Star Wars, it's an 8.8, but if I'm looking at it as an anime, I give it a 9.1. That's kind of my
Because like
yeah.
for animation, it's very good. I don't think a lot of things are topping it, but it's like an MCU live action movie being a 9.6. But I do view it this way. I think that Brand New Day is in the top 3 or 4 projects since Endgame as far as live
Ooh,
action. So that's another reason why it's so high. Like
since Endgame.
since Endgame, it's been one of the best projects that we've gotten.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it probably is. I
It
have
be,
it better than both of last year's Marvel movies, and
absolutely.
I enjoyed both of those. Yeah, I mean,
Well, I I could tell you definitely have it better than Captain America: Brave New World because there was 3 movies last year.
that was last year.
Last February, it came out for like Valentine's Day.
That one's probably the bottom of the 4, but I did still really like it. I did still really.
Yeah, and then we have 2 Avengers movies
It had my
coming up.
boy in it. Had my boy Harrison, bro.
It's kind of unfortunate because we might not ever see him play the Red Hulk again.
Nope.
That is a character that should get recasted.
That is a character that would be awesome to see in a Hawk show.
Oh
Playing the Hawk.
yeah, dude.
That would be incredible, bro.
Thing
Dude,
is,
a Hawk show is where they could do the Scar stuff.
the thing about the Red Hulk, he's been a part of the Thunderbolts team before.
Ooh.
Ooh, I didn't bring this up in news and rumors. They are talking about that as well. For the Thunderbolt sequel that they're making, they're talking about adding 2 additional members.
Is he one of them?
No.
Then who?
Abomination is one of them,
Ooh.
and Bullseye.
Bullseye. Are they keeping Sentry?
I don't know yet. Um, I do think Bucky's gonna die,
I understand because he's gonna have to. He needs to get ready for his Luke Skywalker role. So
and Victor Zaz.
that's true. That's true. But he's already been doing that though.
That's true. Only for about a month, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot of really good. I think as we get closer to next year, we're gonna have to sit down and talk about like the slates for everything upcoming because there's so much that they're talking about and developing that's like is getting all jumbled up.
Yeah.
Um,
Um. Thanks.
I think that's all I had about X-Men though. I'm gonna cry
Yeah.
myself to sleep tonight.
I I will say I enjoyed talking X-Men with you this season, buddy. I really did.
Are you
I
happy
did. I was
that you
actually I was actually knowledgeable a little bit. Yeah.
are you happy that you have joined the X-Men family?
1,000%, bro. 1,000%. I will say I know all the stuff that happens. Like we talked to a season one. I'm gonna start season one tonight in of '97 and finish that.
Ooh,
So
where are you at in the animated series?
late season two.
Okay, I'm telling you, bro.
So
Season 4, episode 8.
I
That's a good episode.
I that makes me think maybe I should do that and then read that comic strip between '97 and season one, then rewatch season one.
That'd be cool.
That might be it. That might be the move. But chat, it is now time for the final segment of the evening. We have our D23 predictions. I believe D23 is tomorrow.
14th.
Is it Thursday?
So I think Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. Okay. I know. Yeah, I guess that all of it is Friday. You're right. I'm trying to think of some stuff, man. I don't really. I have a couple of thoughts. I have a couple of things that I kind of like, but I am going to start with this one because this is the most out there thing I have to say. There are rumors swirling I've been seeing all over Twitter that Disney could announce that they are moving forward. I'm getting excited. See, there are rumors that Disney could announce that they are moving forward with the Hunt for Ben Solo.
Oh,
How do we feel about that?
I'm with it, dude. That's not something I thought was going to get talked about. That is crazy.
I think now that we have new everything. We have a new CEO. We have new presidents of Lucasfilm. Because there is two, chat. It's not just Filoni. Um, I think now that we have that, I think they're taking a look and going, there was a big movement for that. There was a big movement, So I feel like if they are gonna do it, now's the time. Imagine him being Mr. Sinister and Ben Solo at the same time. That's insane.
Thing is, I think it's more likely that we're going to get the Hunt for Ben Solo than him being Mr. Sinister.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Why?
The way that Kevin Feige has talked about it, it makes it sound like they like really, really want to work with Adam Driver, and they always talk to him, they call him and stuff, and then he's very, very polite, but then he'll end up turning down whatever that they've offered him.
What if he's Storm?
I'm
I'm
not
playing, chat. I'm playing.
I'm not watching it.
No,
There's no way
that'd
I'm
be so
looking to
goofy.
Adam Driver wear that outfit. No,
Jeez.
but the Hunt for Ben
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Solo,
mad if they changed Storm.
dude.
Yeah, Hunt for Ben Solo, dude. Could be phenomenal. Um, I'm trying to think of some other things. You know, I've been hearing that they're going to show a trailer for Starfighter, but that it's only going to be shown to attendees.
I've heard that as well, and I heard additionally to that, the trailer for it is not going to be released until December.
I'm not mad at December, but if they're showing us, like, we can literally watch this live like we could a few years ago, why would we not see it? That's my only
Yeah.
thought. But
Unfortunately, too, I'm hearing that also in December is when we're going to be getting the Beyond the Spider Verse trailer.
ah, well, see, that one wouldn't make sense to be shown here anyway because it's
No,
Sony.
but
I mean,
still, another 4 months before we get that.
yeah, but dude, December is going to be kind of crazy. It is. It is. Um, I was going to say something. I'm trying to think of some. I will say, I don't think we're getting anything Ahsoka yet either. I would love for a trailer. I think that would be incredible. But outside of those, maybe, um, I think just giving us a slate, showing us some stuff you got in the works, showing us some your movie stuff. Who is the? Do you remember the director who's supposed to be doing the next trilogy? I can't
Kinberg?
remember his name. It is Simon Kinberg. Yes, he was at Lucasfilm yesterday.
Ooh.
So I would love for them to actually like fully announce that. Maybe even give us something for the first movie
We
or
need
a date.
some
Yeah.
direction. We need something because for so
Yeah.
long we're kind of like we know when Starfighter's coming out, but that's about it. We don't have a
It's
concrete
pure
date for
speculation.
anything.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you think we get a tease at all from Maul?
I think they might show some clips or something, or maybe some pictures, I mean. I don't think we'll get a teaser or anything yet. No. Because that is coming next year. Next year should be huge for Star Wars, bro. We're literally getting, as of right now that we know of, I don't know if we're getting a game yet. That is untold. But we're getting a live action show. We're getting an animated show. We're getting a movie. and we're getting a re-release. I mean, that's solid and
That's
celebration.
that's a solid year. That's probably the best year that they've had in a long time.
You know what?
Oh no.
I just ruined my night.
Oh no.
Why would they give us any big reveals here and not a celebration?
Well, Celebration's not till May, right? You got okay. I know that they're really bad at marketing, but you got to think they're not going to hold off every big reveal until May of the year that stuff is happening.
That could be.
Like,
Yeah, I guess that could be.
like a hypothetical, because we have no idea what month Ahsoka season 2 is coming out. Say Ahsoka came out in July. You're telling me that we're going to have 2 months to promote Ahsoka?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think some things that they'll definitely reveal then. Like maybe that's when they announced the Kinberg trilogy. I could see that being more likely. Like, oh, it's Star Wars Celebration. Let's announce our next big trilogy. That's something I could see.
I do want to know what Filoni's got in the works for his stuff. I need Heir to the Empire. I need it. I need it to be revealed. I need it to be announced it's a movie or if it's a show. I want that really bad. I really do.
I think the thing about Maul too, if it comes out the same time frame as it did this year, you got to think we have 7 months. So if they give us a date for Maul this weekend, I'm cool with it. Give us a date. Like
Yeah,
you don't got to give us a trailer until like holiday time. That's fine. Maybe even January. That's fine.
I agree. I'm trying to think. Yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else I got for predictions. Um,
Um,
yeah, I think a Hunt for Ben Solo would be it'd break the internet, but I will ask if they did announce two movies and they announced the Hunt for Ben Solo. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you three projects.
okay.
If they announced the Hunt for Ben Solo and they also announced another movie and a show, the movie was Heir to the Empire, and the show was a show about Vader. What do you think would break the internet the most?
Ooh, the Vader show.
Probably, yeah. I
You're
do think
telling
the
me?
Hunt for Ben Solo would give it a run for its money, though. I do.
I do. I think I honestly, this is sad. I think Heir to the Empire is dead last in that race. Um,
Which is so crazy because I think it had the potential to be the best project of the three.
I agree. But you have Kylo Ren returning. I think that one would go viral. It'd probably have the most clicks initially. I think the most fan excitement though would be for Vader because we're finally getting a
100%.
show about Vader with Hayden Christensen coming back as Vader. Yeah, I think that's going to be the most excited thing for fans,
100%. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
especially because clicks wise, Hunt for Ben Solo will do better, but it's only because half the audience hates the sequels, and that's why it's going to get talked about so much. They hate it, but they're not going to be excited about it. They're going to hate on it.
You know what's crazy about that, though? Like, there was a lot of people who weren't big fans of the sequels that actually have said um, The Hunt for Ben Solo would have been a great project for them to do. Which, I mean, I agree.
I'm in that boat.
Yeah. I mean, that's it right there. It's like, I think it could do them good things, bro. I really do. But yeah, I think for the most part, for me, for Star Wars, I want to see Filoni's vision and what he has planned. It would be cool if they announced uh, a date for Visions 4. I think that would be cool. Or if they were doing season 2 of The Ninth Jedi.
Yep. I'd like to see something with them. Or maybe they can announce the next characters for what's it called? Why am I blanking now? Tails.
Ooh, something for Tails would be cool.
I I'd like to see something for Tails.
I will say, I almost feel like they're taking a break on Tails because they're doing Maul.
That's fair.
That's my only thought. I would like a new animated show. Like, because I don't think Maul's gonna go past like 4. So I think something after that would be awesome. Keep it going, you know.
Just
We got Bad
something.
Batch for 3 seasons, which was good.
Love Bad Batch.
Oh yeah, Bad Batch was a Bad Batch game would be sick.
Oh yeah, dude. You imagine, honestly, if we were gonna have a Marvel Rivals style Star Wars game, I'd like it to be like the Bad Batch.
What do you mean?
Like, I want every character in there, obviously, but I think the Bad Batch are 5 characters, 6 if you count Omega, that would thrive in that environment. You imagine having like that
Oh yeah,
style of game, and you're the Bad Batch.
just the clones in general. Yeah, like they could do so much with it, bro. Yeah, yeah. What you got for Marvel? What you got prediction wise?
Um, I know this is for a fact. Friday, and it has to do with this color of my microphone. Um, Doomsday. They're said. I don't know if the second trailer for Doomsday is actually going to be officially released online to the public. I think that's coming, and the big reason I think that is because tickets for regular showings are going on sale Friday.
Okay,
With that being said, because I think Doomsday is going to be sold out for like a week. Um, I know we already have our opening night showings for IMAX. The question is, do we buy tickets for another showing on Friday for standard so we could see it with it like twice within the first week?
twice within the first week. Oh, like first full week.
Yeah.
We could always try to snag that Tuesday right after because we're seeing what Thursday.
Yep.
Be cool to try to snag Tuesday. That'd be fine.
Tuesday,
Wait,
because
that's almost Christmas.
that's like the 22nd. Because I think
Okay.
Christmas is on a Friday, 18th,
So yeah, we'll go
19th.
that Friday. Yeah, that's cool.
So you want to go Friday?
Yeah, yeah, we're going Christmas.
Oh, oh, I thought you went the day after the opening night, so we go 17th and 18th. We could do that.
How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this? We'll go opening night, which is a Thursday.
Yep.
Then we'll go that Tuesday, and then we'll go Thursday, not Friday.
Oh, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, this way, because I'm gonna need all the help I can get for ticket sales, for our little bet. So we gotta go see this one.
Speaking of which, Brand New Day is supposed to hit 2 billion this week.
I know. I thought it was gonna hit it last weekend, but it didn't quite get there.
It's going to smack 2 billion this week, bro. And it's not even been out for a full 3 weeks yet.
Yeah. Oh, that was something I saw. What is who's the actress that played Kamala Khan?
Aman Vellani.
Did you hear what she said?
Talk. Oh, about superhero fatigue? Yeah, bro. That's a fact.
I
Fact.
agree. I 100% agree. I don't think people have superhero fatigue. I don't think people have to be honest, I don't think people have Star Wars fatigue. I think it's all about the projects. People are like, "Oh, superhero fatigue is why Supergirl bombed." No, it's not, bro.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. And that's also not why the 2021 to like 23 projects were pretty mid for Marvel. It's not because of superhero fatigue, bro. It's
No.
not.
Um,
Those projects were weaker. It just is what it is.
she's exactly right when she's saying fans don't want to get rid of superheroes. They want good stories. And that's
Yeah.
exactly the truth. Like, there's nothing wrong with Supergirl, but the story was not great. Um, 2021 through 2023 of Marvel, there's a big reason why it sucked, and I'm gonna give it a one-word answer: woke. And it was
Hey,
trash.
man.
It was trash. There's a reason why people were upset, and it sucked.
I want you.
So
I will say this. It's interesting that we went from that to now getting a couple reading the Bible. I'm just saying. It's an interesting twist. It's yeah.
speak before we get back to the predictions. Do you know what the original finale for this season was gonna be for X-Men?
Mm.
It was supposed to be Onslaught, but when all the
We'll
controversy
get it next
happened
season.
when all of the controversy happened with that one, like, I don't know if he's the writer or the producer of the show, it changed, and that got scrapped. I think it'll happen,
Bruh.
but the finale itself got scrapped. He's still credited
Yeah,
for this show, though.
yeah, yeah. I do think it'll happen still eventually.
Um, we are getting a Vision Quest trailer this weekend too, because the show comes out
Oh,
in October. We have 2 months, so that's happening.
we haven't gotten a single trailer.
No, like it's been revealed. I
Oh,
think I think they released it at San Diego Comic Con. I think that happened. Um, they definitely talked about it, but we're gonna get a trailer, so that's gonna happen.
I'm with that. Vision Quest, I think, is going to be pretty solid. So,
Um, something I could see them giving us too, because this is also coming out this year for Marvel Animation, is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man season 2. Getting a teaser trailer for that. That's I think that'll happen.
yeah, fair
Um,
enough.
and before we get to the really big one, which I have a lot of information to talk about, there's 2 other possible things that I think they could tease. Probably not, but possible. With us being 7 months away, it's possible we could get a tease for Daredevil Born Again.
Ooh, okay.
Um, Potentially the final season of Born Again, and
Oh,
and I saw it earlier. Fans are like, it seems like it's going to be only for Disney Plus. Oh, sorry, for D23 attendees. But the thing about it too, last year it leaked. It's going to leak again. Somebody's going to take a video of it, so it'll be out sooner rather than later. Um, and the other thing that I think, and this would be kind of crazy because it ended today, but it's already done. Give us a tease or at least a date for X-Men 97 season 3. I don't think this one is likely, but it's possible.
mm. All right. What's the
Um,
big one?
oh, the big one? I think they're going to announce a Howard the Duck project.
There's no chance.
All right. We're going to get the X-Men, baby. We're going to get the X-Men this
Oh,
weekend.
duh.
Um,
Howard the Duck. That was a fool. That was good. That was
Bringing them back from what, Guardians? Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, X-Men cast is going to happen. Um, Most likely. And I'll say this. There's been a lot of castings that have somewhat been confirmed. Obviously, we got Kit Connor as Cyclops. That's confirmed. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Anybody who doesn't know that by now, you're under a rock. Um, they're saying Samara Weaving has been cast as Emma Frost, so she'll probably be a character in the film. The name that keeps coming up, now, I don't know if she'll specifically be here. Actually, I doubt it. She might not be in this movie, but she's going to be in Black Panther 3. Storm, Jamie Lawson Storm.
Be honest with you, really quick. I wanted Jade Cargill chat, but I actually don't hate it. I think it was a good casting.
She looks good. I think she could play a really
She does.
good Storm.
I agree. I very much agree.
Um, I read the other day something about Daphne Keene returning as X-23 in the X-Men. I don't know how
I
I
read
feel
that
about
too.
it. Mixed emotions. For reasons.
Yeah, but yeah, I was about to say you have no problems with Daphne Keene as an actor or actress. So
Mm.
it has nothing to do with that. So it's kind of I think it'll be okay. I do still eventually want Wolverine. Um, Now that is something that we speculated on a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
There's something else though that I don't know if this is going to affect D23 or not.
mm,
It's possible we don't get an announcement this weekend, even though they've been really pushing to try to get the cast done before D23. And it's because the actor Charles Melton, who was basically a lock to play Beast, there's been some development. Yesterday, it said that he backed out of the role.
mm,
However, now they're saying he's still in negotiations, and it seems like he wants more money. Um, he is their favorite to play him. There's backup options. However, with him potentially not being part of the cast and it not being locked, it might affect us getting an announcement this weekend if they don't have the full cast.
Mm. Do you think if they do have the full cast, they'll announce the villain?
I don't know. Uh, I don't know if they're going to hold off on it or not. I could see them going like they're going full stop on all of this. They're going to pull out the villains. They're going to have the full cast. Um, or if they want to play it more conservative and not show the villains, I think what they'll do, because they're saying the film, it's supposed to be the OG 5 members. That's going to be the film. Somebody like Rogue will be in the film. She just potentially won't be on the team yet. We're going to see different mutants, but they're saying it's the OG 5. So we're going to have Beast, Cyclops, Jean, Iceman, and Angel.
Okay.
And then,
Um,
so I
I will
maybe,
say,
yeah.
I just thought of something. If he's there for the hunt for Ben Solo, he could be Mr. Sinister, and it just flies under the radar. Because I'm gonna imagine it probably goes Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel. That's what I'm imagining the panel how it's gonna go. But I'm not positive on that.
It's going to be late, too, for Marvel.
Oh yeah, nine
I
o'clock I
think,
think. But that's
yeah.
them. So midnight.
Yeah, it's going to be late for us. So,
Yeah.
but something that we do, I think that will get confirmed as well. It's likely that the film is releasing May of 2028, and our slate's going to be X-Men, Ghost Rider, Black Panther 3.
I still I still think that's backwards how it should be, but that's just my opinion.
See, we talked about it a little bit. I disagree because
Yeah.
it makes the most sense with the mutant saga starting
Look,
with the mutants.
I understand that, but all I'm saying is look at the slate or look at the movies we've gotten in December. Black Panther 3 is not bigger than X-Men, bro. And that just seems like a better December slot for me to me to be honest.
Think
Plus
about it though,
introducing
bro.
Storm before that movie would be fine.
But if she's not going to be part of the original team, then what's it matter?
Yeah, but she could still have a cameo.
I think there'll be
So
plenty
so
of
do you
cameos.
so do you do a cameo and have that movie first? Like, is that actually see? Because here's the thing: you didn't have Avengers first; you had Iron Man first. So it's kind of just like,
But the X-Men are different. They're a group of teenagers coming together and learning how to be a team as kids. They're not like full-grown adults who are their own heroes already. They're learning how to be heroes together.
just had a thought, bro.
Yeah.
What if this movie's cheeks? Like, what if X Men is just straight cheeks? I'm gonna be upset.
Dude. Well, if it is, then we have a problem because it's the next 10 years.
Like, what if it's like 2015 Fantastic Four level, bro?
Then we have an issue.
Yeah, yeah.
All we see is the film's buns. So at the beginning of the next movie, there's an incursion that happens, and then we get the actual mutants. They just bring back the
Hmm.
original cast from the Fox X Men and give them their comic accurate suits again, like they do in Doomsday.
Give them a better budget. Yeah.
I will say though, I think about it, bro. There's been some great Marvel movies that come out in May. The Avengers came out in May.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying since 2018, we've gotten the big movie late in the year.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. Is that it?
What was? What do you mean?
As far as December,
Endgame.
Endgame came out in April, bro.
It did.
It came out in April.
Holy crap! You're right. They did. They did.
It's because they started putting out Star Wars movies out in December, and they put Marvel in the summer for their big ones.
That's right.
So
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it makes perfect sense to put the X-Men in May.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because hypothetically, like say they end up putting the X-Men up against like a Star Wars film in December. I don't think that's good for the business.
Yeah, that's
They,
fair.
they both make money, but I think it hurt it.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah. I mean,
we're gonna have a Marvel movie coming out 2 months apart from each other, May and July. But that also makes sense because it's the mutant saga mainly, but the supernatural is right underneath it. So like we're gonna get both of those together in the beginning. I really
yeah.
like it. Mephisto's coming back for Ghost Rider as well.
Ooh. Okay. That's interesting.
But
Yeah. To be honest, I think they have. There's no reason D23 should be a letdown this year,
nope.
but it will be for me if Star Wars slate is buns. Like if it's straight buns, bro.
What would you consider a flop by Star Wars?
The last couple years of D23, we've gotten nothing. We've gotten trailers. If all I get is an Ahsoka trailer, I'm gonna be a little let down.
Okay, so you get an Ahsoka trailer, a date for Maul Shadow Lord season 2, and they announced another Star Wars holiday special.
That's buns. Like that's cheeks. Like that's straight cheeks, bro. I need to know what's happening. I need a slate. I need to know, okay, you don't even have to give me 2 years worth of stuff. Just tell me, hey, we got this trilogy actually confirmed. I don't want to know about all this foo-foo stuff that ends up getting canceled. I don't care about no canceled foo-foo stuff.
they
I
give
want to
you
know
his
what's coming, bro.
they give you a slate, and all it is the 2027 slate of everything we already know.
I'm exhausted. Like that is something that would happen to. Like that's
That's so bad.
also I want you know what? I want a timeline. I want a timeline with them telling us that the Old Republic is part of it. That's what I want. I want that back. Don't leave it out. Put it back. Put it back. Because you got games coming out, bro. They're supposed to be canon. That has to be part of it. Like, why? You know?
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I
We
think that's
find
all I
out
got,
at
bro.
D23 Dave's fired. They bring in Jared Kushner and Bob Iger's back.
Jared Kushner. That's the wrong guy, bro. That's not even who bought it. It's Josh.
It's not Jared Kushner.
The lady that made the original tweet butchered it and then
Bro,
corrected the tweet.
I've been telling
Because
everybody
when you
all
sent
day it's been
that,
Jared Kushner.
no, because when you sent that, I literally got the notification on my phone and then you text me. They both said Jared. I promise you the ESPN notification said Jared. You're not wrong. But it is Josh. That is the
Dude, I've been telling everybody it's Jared Kushner about the Lakers.
yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, like I
Oh,
said, I saw the same exact post you did, bro. It was from ESPN. It was on my app. Same exact one. But yeah, it is Josh.
okay.
But it is still old Robert.
Good old Bobby.
Yep. Yep. Look, as long as we get something, I just want something. I want to know what Dave's cooking up. That's what I want to know. Like really bad. You know what would if we got nothing else, but they told us Battlefront 3 is coming, I consider that a W.
And The Rock's voicing every character.
Okay, that'd be kind of buns. To be honest. It'd be a little buns. But yeah, I'm hoping it's good. Good D23. I don't want to come back next week and have nothing to talk about because it was straight trash.
He's just, hello there. The Kenobi has come back to Naboo.
That's gonna be the next thing he makes me do instead of Vader ordering a latte.
You, you gotta be the Rock. Just doing Star Wars impressions. Dude,
Chat. What is this turned into?
I'm telling you, Vader ordering a pumpkin spice latte is one of my favorite moments of the pod
It was
entirely.
pretty funny.
Like,
It was actually pretty funny.
see, listen, I think in the moment you were not happy with me, but I think after the fact you had some fun.
It's funny now. It's funny now.
Oh,
It's
dude.
funny now. Yeah, I think that's all I had, OG.
Me too, buddy. Oh my gosh.
Chat, I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Episode 55 is now in the books. Subscribe to both of our channels down below. And also, if you're watching this late, comment down below and let us know what you guys are hoping for with D23 and what you're hoping they do and maybe don't do, or what you think they're not going to do. I mean, that's kind of interesting there because, to be honest, I don't think we're getting Hunt for Ben Solo, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool. All right, chat. I'll see you on the next one. Nerd Bros out.